Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another edition of Inside Pitch, the 1985 season replay. This morning in the 1995 One and Gone, we were at Riverfront Stadium. Tonight, here in the 1985 season replay, we are still at Riverfront Stadium, but we are 10 years back in the past. Today's date is August 28th, and it is the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Cincinnati Reds. How important is this game? Well, as you know, now that let's take a look at the standings in the National League. You can tell both teams right now have the same record, 67-56. The Cardinals right now are tied pretty much with the Phillies for third place in the National League East, 3 games behind the Mets. The Reds are three-way tie right now with 67 wins with the Padres and the Astros. So this race has gotten a lot closer as we now approach the end of August and get ready for the pennant race in September. I am very excited to see what this game goes, and we got a good pitching matchup tonight too, as what I randomly selected between these two. Bears Den and Steeler fan join us here at Riverfront Stadium. Ready for an exciting ball game, I hope. And so let's get right down to it. Starting pitcher for the Reds in this game was Mario Soto. 12 wins, 15 losses, a 3.58 ERA. He gets the call today for the Reds. Historically, Cincinnati won this game 7-6. I know my Reds fans will be rooting for the Reds to keep that, and we know the Cardinals will be looking to change history. Top of the first, let's get right to it. Leading off for the Cardinals will be left fielder Vince Coleman. Ricky Henderson wannabe, 267 average, although he did have 110 stolen bases that year. Pretty much Coleman's best season as a Cardinal, at least in terms of stolen bases. Bob's Tabletop Sports joins us here at Riverfront Stadium, and he will be rooting, I'm sure, for the Reds tonight, since he does not like the Cards or the Yankees. Soto's pitch, let's go, 4-1, walk chance, 9. That is good. Coleman does get the walk. A leadoff walk for Vince, and he will trot down to first. Riverfront Stadium 85, -1 to strikeouts, +1 to walks. Pretty much a pitcher's park. Only 2 home run cells on the matrix. Next batter will be center fielder Willie McGee. MVP season, 353 average that year. Infield goes halfway. Let's see if a steal is on. Yes, it is for Coleman. 14 + 1 is a 15. He'll have no problem trying to steal. 16 + 1 is 17. Diaz, the catcher, has no adjustment. So on a 17 or lower, Coleman steals second, and he's thrown out on an 18. Bo Diaz gets up, throws to second. Coleman is out. Coleman thrown out by Bo Diaz on an 1-17. Coleman steals, and he's thrown out on an 18. Riverfront Stadium gives a nice cheer to Bo Diaz. Infield will now go back to normal. McGee will bat. Coleman got thrown out by Diaz. Pitch from Soto, and that's a 6-3 hit by pitch. 17 is high. McGee will swing 6-4. It's a ground out to first. And that is out number 2. Vince Coleman tossed out at second. Here's the second baseman, Tommy Herr, batted .302 that year. You're just reading GMT's monthly update, Pacific War 5 to 9 months away. Yes, I am. And I knew it would take a while to get that right, but I cannot wait for that. I did pre-order it. I cannot wait for that game. That is my favorite all-time war game, the original one, which I still have here, but I really can't wait for that one. Billy Bean once said, I pay you to get on base, not to get thrown out at second. As Tribe Fan joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Soto will pitch 2-6. That's a double question mark. Tom Herr is hitting from the left side. 1-8 would be an automatic out. That's a 13. Nothing. That's a blank. 4-4 for her. He star ones it, and it's a fly out to left. So nothing across there except to walk for the birds. We go to the bottom of the first. Is it the same as the old SPI one that had map that took up an entire basement? No. This is that's Victory Games' Pacific War, Bobs. That's Victory Games, not Spies War in the Pacific, which is a gigantic monster along with War in Europe, which to me, as far as I'm concerned, they are unplayable. Pacific War was pretty much maybe the most playable pack war game you could get. It is very playable, and I did play the Grand Campaign. I played the entire war out, loved it, and I did win with Japan. Because I played Japan, and I did win in a way with a rule that we kind of added. But enough about that. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals in this game was Joaquin Andujar. 21 wins, 12 losses, a 3.40 ERA. He gets the call for the Birds. Eddie Milner, center fielder, leads off for the Reds. Andujar's pitch, 2-5 against the lefty. That is blank. And Milner, that was Suadice. I'll re-roll. Milner, that's a 5-5 against a righty. That's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. And that's out number one. Yeah, no, I pre-ordered that months ago. And as soon as I knew it was coming out, I knew I had to get it. GMT usually does games right. Here's the first baseman, Pete Rose. He's at first today, 264 average. Andujar with the pitch, 6-3. That's a blank. Charlie Hustle gets the swing, 2-4, and that's a star 5 and a ground out to short. That's the second out. Right fielder Dave Parker comes up for the Reds. 312 average, 34 home runs for Cincinnati that year. Andujar, 4-4, error possible. Parker will swing, 5-4. That's a star 2. It's a ground ball to third. That is Pendleton. Error rating is a 7. That's a 1. Pendleton throws wide of the mark, and it goes ahead and takes Jorgensen off the bag. Parker is safe at first on an E5. First error on the Cardinals. That's just a ground ball, so it's only a 1 base error. Batting cleanup today for the Reds is in left field, and that's Nick Asaski. He's in left for this game. Strange place for him to be. He batted 262, 21 homers. Infield will be normal. There are 2 outs. No strat. No strat roll. I might be making some changes to strat. 3-2, that is a blank. Asaski, a 3-3, and against a righty, that's a ground ball to first, and that will take care of the inning. An error is all that occurs after 1 no score. I've been thinking of changing my strat. From now on, instead of rolling every time I got a base runner on, I will take a look and see if there's a steal. If I can get a steal, try to roll the strat. Or if there's a bunt, I might roll the strat to see if I can get it going. I might just now use the strat instead of a suggestion. Start using it as a way for me to have an idea and roll the strat and see what happens. Something like that. We'll see. Top of the second inning. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the catcher, Darryl Porter. No score here. Top of the second. Pitch from Soto. That's a 5-4. That's an automatic out. It'll be a fly out to right on a star 6. Next batter is Andy Van Slyke. He is in right field for this game. Atlantic Chase is going to be a cool game, I think, there, Steeler fan. I really do. Soto will pitch. That's a 5-4. Again, that's an automatic out. Star 1, fly out to left. Soto's off to a good start. There were 13 runs in this game, and so far we're off to a slow start. Next batter, third baseman Terry Pendleton. Batted 240 that year in 85. Soto with the pitch, 5-1, strikeout plus 10, and that 12 will do it with not a problem. That strikes out Pendleton. First strikeout for Soto, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for him. Soto was a hard thrower. He had over 200, he had 214 strikeouts that year. So to me, that makes him a hard thrower. 1-2-3 inning for Soto. Bottom of the second coming up. Leading off for the Reds will be third baseman Buddy Bell. Andujar will pitch, 3-1. That is a home run with a question mark. Bell is a righty. A 1-19 it passes. That's a 15 it does. Against a right-hander, Buddy Bell has a 7. A 1-7, Bell sends this out of here, and it is too high. But Bell gets the swing. And that will be a 6-6. That is a ball hit to left field, though. That is a 9, and against a right-hander, that's going to be a triple for Buddy Bell. So he does hit a deep fly ball to right field. It goes all the way into the corner. Bell is safe at third on a leadoff triple. Bell will hold there, and that brings up the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. The Cardinals are going to play the infield normal, trade the out for the run. It's kind of early. Cody Travis joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Yeah, the Hunters. I have silent victory. I have the United States against Japan 1. I have silent victory from them, which is a lot of fun to play. Andujar will pitch to Concepcion. I'm not going to, no strat, not going to do anything. Andujar will pitch, 3-2, and that is a blank. Concepcion will swing, 5-4. That's a fly out to right. Fly ball to right field. Concepcion's sacrifice fly rating is a 2. He will not bring in Bell automatically. Bell's base running rating is a 3. Fly ball to right. Van Slyke is a -1. Which would be a 2. So a 1-2. Bell is safe. 3-5. He holds 6. He's out. And he's safe. Bell comes in and he will score. Concepcion gets the sacrifice fly the hard way. But a run does come in. And the Reds now have a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals. Next up for the Reds will be the catcher, Bo Diaz. Diaz gets the call, already 1-0 in favor of the Reds. Michael Peterson joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Andujar will pitch, 5-3. Against the righty, strikeout chance, 9 is high. Diaz gets to swing, 5-1. Star 2, ground out to third. Second out. That will bring up second baseman Ron Oster, 295 average. Andujar, 3-6. Range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-6. That is a ball hit to right field, and that is a 19. That is going to be way over this. So that will not. So that now we check a range play on the fly out to right, and that ball is hit to Van Slyke. His range is a 2. If he doesn't make this, this is a double. And he doesn't. Oster has himself a double. That is a double for Oster. On a range play, Oster goes to second as he hits it over Van Slyke's head. That does bring up the pitcher, Mario Soto. 2 outs still. And there's not going to be anything going on, I think, so no strat. Andujar will pitch. 5-3 against the righty, strikeout chance 10. He gets Soto easily. And that is strikeout number 1 for Andujar. He had 112 of them, but that does end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits for the Reds. They leave a man on at the end of 2, 1-0 in favor of the Redlegs. Listen to your Yanks and Mariners. Good game. Yes, it was, I thought. Top of the third. Leading off for the Reds in this game is their first baseman, Mike Jorgensen. Not the Reds, Cardinals. Mike Jorgensen leads off. He's at first base for this game. I believe at this time, Jack Clark was hurt. I believe Clark was hurt late in the year in 85. Michael Peterson, it's okay. Sorry to leave him. No, it's all right, Mike. It's okay. I know some people just come in here and, just come in here and listen. Sometimes some people just smack a like Al Red Sox fan just did. King of the Hill. All right. Awesome channel. I can't say enough good things about Al Red Sox fans channel. I'm honored to be a friend. I'm honored to be a listener of his. And, of course, he was the one that inspired me to do this. So don't worry about Michael. If you can't come in to listen to the whole thing, catch on a replay. Or if nobody wants to listen to me, that's fine too. I'm just doing this for fun. Soto will pitch. 1-5. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 6-3. That's a ball hit to left. That is a 17, and that is going to be over that, and that is going to be a fly out to left field. That's over the home run, so that is a fly out to left, and that is out number 1. Next batter up is the shortstop, the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith. He batted .276 that year in 85. Soto with the pitch. That's a 6-6 against the switch hitter left. That's an automatic out. It'll be a star 4, a ground out to short. 2 down. Here's the pitcher, Joaquin Andujar. Your uncle went to school with Jorgensen. Really? There you go. Francis Lewis High School. Where is that located, Mike? Francis Lewis High School. Soto will pitch. 5-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Andujar will swing. 4-2. That's a fly out to right, but not a problem. And a 1-2-3 inning for Soto. Nothing across there for the Cardinals. Still 1-0 Reds. Bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Reds will be Eddie Milner. He is 0 for 1. Queens off Utopia Parkway and Long Island Expressway. Well, I was born in Queens myself, born in Jamaica, where I was born at there in Queens, which, of course, one of the reasons why I'm an automatic Mets fan. 3-1 from Andujar. That is a home run with a question mark. Milner's a lefty. 1-13. That is a 2. It passes. Milner's home run rating is a 4. If Milner gets a 4 loader, this one is out of here. And it is gone. He gets a 3. That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to left field. And that is gone. He goes the opposite way. Home run, Eddie Milner. Gets a rare homer off of Joaquin Andujar. It's 2-0 Reds. Stadium cheers. Yay! That brings up Pete Rose. 2-0 now Reds. I also used to live in Long Island. I also used to live in Syosset. Little bird called Oyster Bay. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. Andujar will pitch to Rose, and that's a 4-1 error on a grounder. Rose will swing 1-6. That's a base hit to center field, and the ball is hit to McGee. His error rating is a 10. That's an 8. That's going to be an error on McGee, as he's going to boot that ball out there. As he boots the ball out there, so that is an automatic 2-base advance. Pete Rose winds up on second. His base running rating is a 2. On a 2 or less, he'll take third. On the booted ball, he does not. He holds at second. That is an E8 on that's a single and an E8 on McGee. So it's a base hit by Rose. He automatically takes second base on the error. If the error rating is 2 or lower, he would have taken third. So he will hold at second base. That is the second error on the Cardinals in this game. There were no errors in the historical game. Next batter is Dave Parker. I knew I kind of feeling you would there, Mike. When I was very young, used to go to Nassau Coliseum and see the New York Islanders play some hockey over there. And, of course, saw many Mets games and Yankee games at Shea and Yankee Stadium at the time when I was very young. Pete Rose on at second. Don't think anything's going to happen here, so I will roll for a pickoff, if anything. Nothing happening. Andujar will go ahead and pitch. Infield is normal. 1-4. That against a lefty is a blank. Parker will swing. 2-5. And that's a double into left field for Parker. Parker smacks a double to left as he goes the opposite field as well. Pete Rose will come in to score with no problem. Parker holds at third, and the Reds are now up 3-0. They'll go check with Andujar, make sure he's all right. But right now, the Reds are hitting. Parker on at second, and here is Nick Asaski. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Let's see. Pickoff chance. Not there. Andujar will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 3-6. That's a range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 2-3, and that is a possible single to left. The ball is hit to Coleman. His range is a 3. Does he make it? Yes, he does. He makes the catch and takes a hit away from Asaski. So that's a fly out to left. And Parker will hold at second base. 1 out. Big play there by Coleman. That could have easily scored another run. Here's Buddy Bell. Bell hit a triple his last time up. He's 1 for 1. And nothing on the strat. Andujar will pitch. And that is a 6-3. That's a blank. Bell gets the swing. 4-4. And he grounds it to second base. The throw will go to first for out number 2. Parker goes to third on the ground out. Next up will be Concepcion. 2 outs. Infield is normal. Parker now on at third. Two runs in this inning. Let's see if anything going on. Andujar, that's Suadice. I'll re-roll. Andujar, 2-4. That's a blank. Concepcion will swing 3-6, and he grounds it to first, and that will end the inning. 2 runs for the Reds on 2 hits, a home run, and an error. Actually, I'm sorry, 3 hits. My bad. 3 hits. And at the end of 3, it is 3-0 in favor of the Redlegs. We go to the top of the 4th. Vince Coleman leads off for the Cardinals. Walked his last time up and got thrown out at second by Diaz. A rare caught stealing for Coleman. Soto will pitch. And that's a 4-1. That is a walk chance, and that 5 is good. Coleman walks again. Second time Coleman has walked. The batter will be Willie McGee. I'm going to see if Coleman gets the jump. And he does not. It's an 18. He does not get the jump. So he stays. Ooh, okay, infield halfway. Soto will pitch. 5-4. That's an automatic out. And that is a star 2, and it's a fly out to center. That's out number 1. Soto, mostly a fly ball pitcher, has 4 flyouts in the star column and 2 ground outs. McGee flies out. The batter is Tommy Herr. We'll see if Coleman gets the jump again, and this time he does. Again, a 1-17 for Coleman to steal. He does this time. Coleman gets a stolen base. He'll hold at second. Let's see if he gets a chance to steal third. 14 plus 1 is 15. Divided by 2 is 7.5. A 1-7, Coleman gets a chance to steal third, and he doesn't. He'll hold there. Infield is normal, though. Soto will pitch to Herr. And that's a 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. 15 is high. Herr gets the swing. 1-3, star 3, and that's a ground out to second. Ground ball to second. Coleman, of course, will make third on the ground out the other way. 2 down. A chance now for Darryl Porter. Porter 0 for 1. Infield is normal. Coleman does have a chance to steal home, but you're down 3-0. You're not doing that. Soto will pitch. 3-5. That's a strikeout plus 10, and that 6 definitely gets Porter. He struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Soto. And that ends the inning. Cardinals unable to get anything there except a walk and one stolen base. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Leading off for the Reds will be Bo Diaz. He grounded out his last time up. Pitch from Andujar, 1-2. Range play. Diaz swings, 1-6. Star 5, a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Smith. His range is a 4. He's got it. Throws to first. Out number 1. Nice play by the Wizard of Oz. Here's Oster. Oster is 1 for 1. Doubled his last time up. Baseball Demos joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. As he says, looks like Super Mario. Yes, he does. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Andujar, 3-5. That's blank. Oster gets the swing, 3-2, and he grounds it to first. 2 men down. And now we'll see Mario Soto. He batted 133 as a pitcher. He struck out his last time up. 4-2 from Andujar. That's a walk chance. That 8 is not good. Soto will actually get the swing here. That's a 6-6, and he grounds it weakly to second. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Andujar. At the end of 4, 3-0 Reds. In this crucial matchup between 2 National League teams that are trying to stay in the playoff hunt. Both teams, the Cardinals and the Reds, both have the same record, 67-56. So they're trying to stay in the top 3. Remember, top 3 make the playoffs in each division. Andy Van Slyke will come up to bat for the Cardinals in the top of the 5th. Soto, 1-4, strikeout plus 10. That 12 will have no problem. Van Slyke goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 3 for Soto. Here's Terry Pendleton. And that was a crazy game a little bit, Dave, between the Nationals and the Marlins in your 2019 replay. Please check out his replay. He did a great game between the Nationals and the Marlins, 2019. No spoilers. You got to watch it. Soto's pitch, 6-2. That's a home run with a question mark. Pendleton is a switch hitter hitting from the left side. And so a 1-2, that's a 14. It's high. Pendleton will swing, though, 4-5, and it's a star 5, and he flies it to center. Soto having pretty good control today. Or I should say good movement. Next batter is Mike Jorgensen, as I still think Jack Clark was hurt at this time for the Cardinals for the rest of the season. I believe he was injured late in that year. Jorgensen is 0 for 1. 6-3 from Soto, hit by pitch. 17 is way too high. Jorgensen will swing. That's a 3-5, and he grounds it to third. And a 1-2-3 inning for Soto. Halfway through the game, still 3-0 Reds. Bottom of the fifth. Leading off for the Redlegs will be Milner. Milner hit a home run his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Rare home run for Milner. Only had 3 that year, but it got under the 4. He got a homer on that game. So rare home run for Milner. Andujar's pitch, 5-3 against the lefty, blank. Milner, 1-1, fly out to center. Hits it hard again, but this time it stays in the park. Here's Charlie Hustle. He's 1 for 2, singled and reached second on an error. Andujar, 4-1, error on a grounder again. Rose, 3-5. That ball is hit to third base, and that is going to be hit to Pendleton. His error rating is a 7. That's a 12. It will not be an error. It will go as an infield single, and Rose is safe at first on the base hit. Second hit of the game for Rose. Nice base hit for Rose there, and the batter will be the beast, Dave Parker. 34 home runs that year in 85. Infield halfway. Check for Strat. Nothing happening. Andujar will pitch. Parker is 1 for 1, doubled and reached on an error as well. The Cardinals have 2 errors in this game. Andujar, 2-4, blank. Parker swings, 6-2, fly ball, center field, out number 2. Infield goes back to normal. Here is Nick Asaski playing left field today for the game. He is 0 for 2. Roll for pickoff. There is none. Andujar will pitch. 3-4. That's a wild pitch. That 9 is too high. Nice play there by Bo Diaz. By Porter. That's ball 1. Do it again. Andujar will pitch. That's a 6-5. And that time against the righty, strikeout chance. The 8 is good. He gets a Saski to strike out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Andujar. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Reds. Still 3-0. Jack Clark missed from 1919. That's what I thought. I knew he was hurt. I knew he was hurt sometime during that period of the year. I knew he was hurt sometime for 1985. But I know he was back for the. I know he was back for the playoffs though. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Dan Douglas joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Mario Soto. Let's see. He can pitch to what? 29. Let me check there. He's fine. Mario Soto's plenty of fine. Andujar, however, getting up there. I'm going to check his at-bats rating. There we go. Mario Soto here pitching the top of the 6th. Leading off is Ozzie Smith. Pitch from Soto, 3-4. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 6-6. That is a ball hit to right. That's a ball hit to right field. That is an 8, and that's going to drop for a triple here at Riverfront Stadium. Ozzie Smith will hold at third. That is the first hit off Mario Soto in this game. Leadoff triple for Smith. And the Cardinals get a man on third to lead off the 6th. First base hit off of Soto. Not bad. Pretty good. The next batter is Joaquin Andujar. Oh. Runner at third. You're down by 3-0. I think Andujar, and he has, let me see here, he's got 8 batters left before he's tired, but I think you're down 3-0. Squeeze bunt, maybe, or do I take him out? What do we do here? Squeeze bunt or take him out? Yeah, I know, baseball. I know, Dave. I know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I got to go with it. Joaquin Andujar is coming out. And they're going to go to a pinch hitter. And let's see who that's going to be. And, of course, it's before the ninth, so it means we use the player with the most at-bats on the bench. And that is going to be the catcher, Tom Nieto, 253 at-bats. He will go up against Soto. So runner at third base. Tom Nieto will go up against runner Smith on third. Let's see here. Steeler fan does not like Bill Swift. For obvious reasons, of course. Runner on third, Nieto will hit away. Cardinals are going to play for the out. So they're going to keep the infield. Reds are going to play for the out. So infield will be normal. Soto will pitch 1-2. And against the righty, that's a strikeout plus 10. And he gets Nieto on a K. Struck him out. That is not what you wanted if you're the Cardinals. That's out number one. Batter now will be Vince Coleman. They'll keep the infield normal. Soto will pitch. And that is a 1-4. Strikeout plus 10. Coleman at 13. Got him. Soto strikes out Coleman. And that is strikeout number 5 for Soto. 2 outs. Could he get out of the jam? Here's Willie McGee, made an error in the third inning. Infield will now be has been normal. Soto will pitch to McGee. And that's a 3-1. That's a possible error. McGee will swing 4-3. That's a base hit to third base. And the ball is hit to Bell. His error rating is 11. That's a 5, and that's going to be an error anyway. So it's an infield single with an extra base. So Smith comes in to score, and McGee winds up on second. So that is a base hit for McGee and an E5. So he goes to second. Smith does come in to score. First error on the Reds in this game, and it's now 3-1. Big single and a booted ball by Bell at third. Now the tying run comes to the plate in Tommy Herr. Herr is 0 for 2, like most of the batters on the Cardinal lineup today. 2 outs, infield normal. Soto does have a pickoff chance for first and second. That's a 9-0 happening. Soto will now pitch. That's a 3-1. Again, a possible error. Herr will swing 5-6. Base hit into left field. That ball is hit to Asaski. His has no error rating, so there's no error. It's a 0. So there is no error. But let's see. It's a base hit to left. McGee's base running is a 5. With 2 outs becomes a 6. Left fielder for the Reds. Asaski's a +1, so it is a 7. So McGee, there won't be a throw. So McGee automatically scores from second. Herr will hold it first. It's now 3-2. Here come the Cardinals. RBI single by Herr. The batter now is Darryl Porter. Still 2 outs. Fans here at Riverfront getting a little nervous. Soto pitches a great game through 5 innings, no hitter. And now in the 6th inning, he's given up a couple of runs. Let's see. Is there anything happening on the strat? That is an 18. No. Soto will pitch. And that's a 4-3 against the lefty. Walk plus 10. That 15 is good. And Porter goes to walks. Soto gives up the walk. And now the tying run is on. Now the tying run is at second. The go-ahead run at first. And here's Andy Van Slyke. They're going to go talk to Soto for a moment. Soto is due to bat fifth in the bottom of the sixth inning. Van Slyke is 0 for 2. Oh, do we go bullpen here? 5 batters up before the next pitcher? Yeah, I think you do. Soto's going to come out. And I agree with Baseball Demos on that. That will be it for Soto, as he will leave the game. The Reds will go to the bullpen. I believe they will take out a lefty, and that will be... They're going to go with Joe Price. 2 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 3.90 ERA. Price will come out. Will come out to pitch. Still 2 outs here on the bottom of the 6th inning. Van Slyke will hit anyway against Price. He's still the hitter to hear the batter. So we'll have runners at first and second. No pickoff play. Possible strat. Let's see if anything happening there. A 20, no pickoff because Price doesn't have it. So he will pitch. Price will pitch 3-4 against the lefty. That's a blank. Van Slyke gets the swing. 5-5. Popped it up to second. And that will end the inning. 2 runs for the Cardinals on 3 hits and an error. Bottom of the 6th, it's now 3-2 Reds, as the Cardinals have made it into a game once again. Every win and every loss is important now, as we are in late August. We are approaching the September pennant race. I will continue playing every other day until 2 weeks left in the season, and that's when we will play every day the last 2 weeks of September to feature the pennant race. And those games will not be randomly selected. I will be choosing the best games to play in those 2 weeks. Bob B joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. I knew he'd be joining me for a Cardinals game. As he says, I'm using the anti-Cardinals dice once again. Okay. Bottom of the 6th inning, Buddy Bell leads off for the Reds. I guess the Cardinals need a pitcher. And he got right. So I think the Cardinals will bring out a righty. Let's see, a 3-2 game only in the 6th inning. Really don't think you'd want to bring out... He had 52 appearances. I'm going to go with Todd Worrell. 3 wins, no losses, 5 saves, a 2.91 ERA. Worrell was really not the closer that year. Jeff Lottie was. Todd Worrell will pitch to Buddy Bell here in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, I know you're thinking Lottie Da, but no, I'm going to go with Worrell in this case. It's a red October, even though the replay is in August. Worrell will pitch to Bell. And that's a 4-4. That is a straight home run check. Bell against a righty, a 7. That's an 80. Just missed it. Too high. Bell does get the swing. That's a 4-4 as well, but he grounds it to second. Bell almost got it. Worrell pitched Bell a meatball, but all he could do was just turn. He couldn't put the sauce on it. Here's Dave Concepcion. Pitch from Worrell. 6-5. That's a possible error. Concepcion will swing. 1-3. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit, of course, to Smith. His error rating is a 4. That's a 2. He boots it. Holy cow, Ozzie Smith commits an error. Throws to first wide of the bag. No way. Concepcion is safe at first on an E6 by Smith. That is the 3rd error on the Cardinals in this game. Worrisome defense there. Todd Worrell looks over to Ozzie and said, come on, man, that ball was right there. Concepcion on it first now with one out. Here's Bo Diaz. Let's see. Diaz is 0 for 2. Infield is halfway, of course. Possible anything on Strat. Let's see if Strat says anything. That is an 11. Nope. Worrell will pitch. That's a 6-1. That's a double question mark. That 6 is going to be good against either side. That's going to be an automatic out. And it is a star 6, and it's a fly out to right. And that's out number 2. Two outs, and now the batter is Ron Oster. Infield now goes back to normal. Yes, he did. He had a long, solid career. Rolling a Strat, that's a 5, nothing happening. Worrell will pitch. 1-3, that's a strikeout plus 10. And that 15 against a righty, that will get him. He strikes out Oster. And the error does no damage. Nothing across except for an error. At the end of 6, 3-2 Reds. Anything's possible in this game so far. But then again, when the Cardinals and the Reds get together, you never know what will happen. Top of the 7th inning coming up. Joe Price, let's see, is he going to continue to pitch? The answer is yes, he will. Price is actually is due to bat first in the bottom of the 7th, so the Reds are going to see if he can go the distance here in the inning. Terry Pendleton leads off for the Cardinals. Concepcion should be in the Hall. I don't think I can argue with that. I don't think I can. Hall, the very good, definitely. Hall of Fame, yeah, why not? I don't know why he's not. Price will pitch to Pendleton. And that is a 6-6. And that is a straight home run check against the lefty. That is a 5. That is a 5. Pendleton, kaboom! He hits one high, and he hits that one deep to center field. That ball is gone. Terry Pendleton ties the game. Solo shot by Terry Pendleton. We are tied at 3. Second time a player with a home run chance of 25% or less, and he got it. Tied at 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. Joe Price gives up the homer to Pendleton. The batter now will be Jorgensen. Tied at 3. Jorgensen is 0 for 2. He will bat. This is only his 3rd attempt. Price, 5-6, double question mark against the lefty, 1-19. That's a 12. That's a single for Jorgensen. He gets a base hit. How about that? Jorgensen gets his first hit of the night. And the batter now is Ozzie Smith. That's going to be it for Price. He is done. And the Reds will go to the bullpen. Infield halfway. Got a couple of switch hitters coming up. Let's see who the Reds want to bring out. They're going to go with Ted Power. 8 wins, 6 losses, 27 saves, a 2.70 ERA. Actually, is that who I want? Yeah, that's who I want. I'm going to bring out Power. I know he's the closer, but I'm going to take him. I'm going to bring him out now. Ted Power will go up against Ozzie Smith. Tied at 3. We got a new ball game. Infield is halfway. Strat Rule says a 17. Let's see. Nobody out. His bunt rating is a 5. A bunt is available. Do I let Smith bunt? Bob B., what do you think? Do I let Ozzie Smith Bunt here, or do I let him hit away? A bunt attempt is available for Smith. Do you want me to bunt him or have Smith hit? What do you think there, Bob? It's your team. I was kind of thinking of bunting, but I'll let you make the call. Bunt, very well. Smith will go ahead and bunt. Power will pitch, 2-5. That is a strikeout chance. On a bunt, it's halved. So against a righty, that would be a 3 divided by 2 becomes a 1.5, goes down to a 1. Smith misses it because a -1 as well is a 0. So Smith will not strike out, and he does get the bunt. So let's see what the bunt is. That is a 3. The ball is bunted to the first baseman, and that is a 2, and that's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. Jorgensen will go to second. Smith is out, 1 down. Successful sacrifice to first, and allows Jorgensen to second base. We'll see a pinch hitter for Worrell. Infield goes back to normal. Has to be most at bats on the bench, and in this case right now, it is Tito Landrum. Batted .280, 161 at bats. Tito Landrum will go up against Power, runner on second base, 1 out. See if Strat says anything. And that is a 3, nothing happening. Jorgensen does have a stolen base rating, but a -2 from Power, not a chance. Power will pitch, 4-5, and against a righty, that's a blank. Landrum will swing, 4-6, fly out to center field. That is out number 2, and Jorgensen, a base running rating of 3 on a fly out to center, becomes a 0. No chance for him to move to third. He'll stay right where he's at for 2 outs. Here's Vince Coleman. 2 outs now. Anything on a Strat? 13, no. Power will pitch to Coleman as Salvador America joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Power will pitch. That's a 2-6. That's a blank. Coleman gets to swing. 3-2. Star 5. It's a fly out to left, and the inning will end there. 1 run for the Cardinals on 2 hits. A solo jack by Pendleton. We are at the 7th inning stretch. We are tied at 3. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. Sometimes you get the blowouts, and sometimes you get some close matchups. Let's see what we got scheduled. Coming up tomorrow for 1995, One and Gone. 3rd round, game number 23. We got a heck of a game tomorrow morning. Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Atlanta Braves. It will be Ramon Martinez going up against Tom Glavine, 1995, One and Gone. And tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, 1985, we stay in the National League as we feature the Dodgers again. It will be the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers tomorrow night, and that should also be an exciting matchup. Dodgers leading the National League West, Phillies staying with the Mets and Cardinals in the National League East to get in the top 3. The Expos, however, are running away with that division. Definitely. Bottom of the 7th inning, I think the Cardinals need a pitcher. Of course, and there will be a new pinch hitter for the Reds as well. So the first things first is who gets to choose first. That I've been having issues with that sometimes. So I'm going to roll odd Cardinal pitcher, red pitcher. Even. It's even as red. So the Reds will bring their pitcher out first. And let's see, we're in the 7th inning. So let's go with Tom Hume. 3 wins, 5 losses, 3.26 ERA. Tom Hume will pitch for the Reds. And we see a pinch hitter for the Cardinals here to start the bottom of the 7th. Has to be, of course, the most at bats. And that will be Ivan De Jesus. He'll come up to bat. 222 average off the bench. Starting the bottom of the 7th inning. Isn't it more fun to play with no DH? Yeah and no. Yes and no. Trust me, even for the American League games, I still make it exciting. Because I do make pinch hitters for the American League as well. But yes, let's be honest. National League Baseball is a lot more strategical than American League Baseball. But I love them both. Tom Hume will pitch today. That's a 4-3. That's a double question mark. That 10 is going to be too high for either side, so it's a blank. De Jesus will swing 5-3. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 1, and that's going to be a single for Ivan De Jesus. A pinch hit, base hit for him. What am I doing? Why am I making a mistake here? I am making a mistake. Good thing I caught it. The Reds are up, not the Cardinals. My stupidity. Again, darn, I hate it when that happens. The Reds are up, not the Cardinals. I need a pinch hitter for the Reds. Stupid me. Dang it. Sorry. I got to choose a pinch hitter for the Reds first in this case. That's what came up because I went even. So we choose a pinch hitter for the Reds first. We go by their most at bats. And that's going to be Cesar Cedeno. Good thing I caught myself. So Cedeno will bat for the Reds. Now we need a pitcher for the Cardinals. And that's going to be, let's see, you got a righty, lefty switch. Cardinals will go with Cardinal bullpen is pretty darn good. I'm going to actually stick with I'm going to go with Ken Daly. 4 wins, 4 losses, 11 saves, 2.76 ERA. Good thing I caught myself. I knew something was wrong. Ken Daly will pitch to Cesar Cedeno, who will pinch it for the Reds in the bottom of the 7th. Good thing I checked it. The Daily double, exactly. Daly will pitch. Let's do this right now. Let's do this right this time. 4-1 against a righty. That's a blank. Cedeno gets to swing 6-3. Star 5. It's a ground out to second base. And that is out number 1. Now the top of the order for the Reds. Here's Milner. Milner is 1 for 3. He hit a home run today. He did get a nice solo jack. Should bring in the pitcher first, then the batting team chooses its pitch hitter. I know. I might have to do that from now on. I sometimes forget who. I guess the pitcher usually does come out first before the batter. Daly will pitch 6-3 against the lefty, strikeout +10, and that will do it. He strikes out Milner. Out number 2. Just don't call him Mayor Daly. That's the second out. Here is Charlie Hustle. Charlie Hustle having a good day today. 2 for 3. 2 for 3 for Rose. Daly's pitch, 2-2. Strikeout chance, 15 is high. Rose gets to swing. That's a 6-1, star 2, ground out to third, and a 1-2-3 inning for Daly. At the end of 7, still tied at 3. Now we go to the top of the 8th inning. And now the Reds can bring in Tom Hume, which I will still go with. Tom Hume will pitch for the Reds anyway. 3-5, 3 saves, a 3.26 ERA. The Cardinals have Willie McGee batting to start the top of the 8th inning, tied at 3. Hume will pitch to McGee. And that's a 1-3. That's a home run with a question mark. McGee is a switch hitter batting left. 1-17. That's a 16. It passes. McGee against a righty is a 1-4. I've had 2 home runs hit under 5. Does McGee hit this one out? It's a 5. No, he just missed it. But he does get to swing. And that is a 3-5, and McGee just chops it to short for out number 1. Just missed it. Almost put the Cardinals ahead. Here's Tommy Herr. Pitch from Hume, 4-4. Strikeout chance, 14 high. Herr will swing 2-1, fly out to center. That's the second out. A chance now for Darryl Porter. What does anyone think of Harden, Durant, Irving on the Nets? Will it work? Maybe. They're going to be playing the Lakers anyway in the finals because that's where the Lakers are going to be. No one's beaten LeBron. Hume will pitch to Porter. And that is a 6-1 strikeout chance. 10 got him. Hume strikes out Porter on the play. And the inning is over. A nice 1-2-3 inning for Hume. Still tied at 3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. My Miami Heat are trying to do the best they possibly can, but they just keep on. They can't stay healthy, unfortunately, right now. Bottom of the 8th. Let's see who leads off for the Reds. That would be Dave Parker. Parker leads off for Cincinnati. He is 1 for 2, a double and reached on an error. Tied at 3. Daly will pitch to him. He can pitch to a couple of batters before tiring. He'll pitch to Parker. Daly with the pitch. 1-6 against the lefty. Base hit right up the middle. Against the lefty, single one. And Parker, the leadoff man for the Reds, gets on base. Single for Parker. That's his second hit of the game. The next batter is Nick Saski. He will bat. Infield is halfway. Let's see what we do here. See if Strat says anything. That is a 13, nothing happening. Parker on it first. Daly pitching to a Saski. And that's a 1-5. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 2-2. Ground ball to first. Asaski's double play rating 2. Daly plus 1-3. Halfway plus 1-4. Saski is a righty, and that brings as a ground ball to first. So shortstop pivot, which is Smith, plus 1 is a 5. A 1-5, they turn it. They do. First base to shortstop, back to first, 2 outs. Saski grounds out into the 3-6-3. Two men down, and the next batter is Buddy Bell. Bell is 1 for 3. He has a triple in this game, and he will bat against Daly. Actually, Daly is now tired. He is due to bat 5th in the inning. They're going to see if he can finish this inning out since now there's nobody on base. If there was somebody on base, I probably would take him out. But he is now tired, and of course I marked him with a yellow. Let you guys know that he is tired. Daly will pitch. And that is a 3-2. Error on a grounder. Buddy Bell will swing 3-5. And that's going to be a base hit into center field. Balls hit the McGee. Error rating is a 10. That's a 4. That's going to be an error and a positive extra base. So Buddy Bell, it's a single. He automatically makes second. His base running rating is a 3. McGee has no arm rating. A 1 to 3. Bell goes to third. And he does not. He holds it second. So that is a single and an E8. That's the second error on McGee. Puts a runner in scoring position. Third error on the Cardinals. Buddy Bell, a single and an error on a base hit to center. He goes to second automatically, but he'll hold there. He will not go to third. And now a chance for Dave Concepcion to bring him in. Now Daly has to come out. So we'll see a new pitcher for the Cardinals. Now they will bring in Jeff Lottie. 5 wins, 2 losses, 19 saves, 1.84 ERA. Lottie will pitch to Concepcion. Bell on its second. Bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 3. There are 2 outs. Am I rolling the strat? Yes, because Lottie has a pickoff chance. Not there. Lottie will pitch to Concepcion. That's a 6-3, and that is a home run with a question mark. Concepcion is a right-hander. A 1 is the only way he would get it. That's a 17, way too high. But Concepcion does get to swing. It's a 3-2, and he grounds it to second base, and that will end the inning. Got interesting right there, but nothing else happens. No runs. There were 2 hits and an error in that inning after 8, tied at 3. Something tells me we're heading for a fantastic finish. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Will we see some 9th inning magic for the Cardinals? Andy Van Slyke leads off for the Birds. Tom Hume, they're going to let him pitch. He can pitch to 3 more batters. Hume will stay out there. Hume will pitch. And that's a 5-3. That against the lefty is a blank. Van Slyke gets the swing, 6-5. He grounds out to second. That's the first out. And here is now Terry Pendleton. Pendleton is 1 for 3. He hit a home run his last time up. Hume will pitch. And that's a 5-3 against the switch hitter left. That's a blank. Pendleton will swing. 6-2. Ground out to first. The batter now is Mike Jorgensen, figuring that they could be going into extra innings. You may need the pinch hitters for your pitchers. Jorgensen is going to bat, even with a 196 average. Although Jorgensen, though, it is 1 for 3 today, mostly on a failed range play. Hume will pitch. That's a 3-6. That's at the park. Riverfront Stadium says 1-6. Double the right field. Jorgensen gets his second hit of the game. It's a double to right. The batter now is Ozzie Smith, and that will be it for Hume because a single 1 will bring Jorgensen in to score, so Tom Hume is coming out. We'll see a new pitcher for the Reds, even though a pitcher is due to bat third in the bottom of the inning. They're going to go with a right-hander, and it's going to be John Stuper. 8 wins, 5 losses, a 4.55 ERA, but Stuper's going to come into pitch. They need a right-hander against Smith because Smith hits lefties very well. John Stuper against Smith, it'll turn him around, and he will bat. 2 outs. Go-ahead run at second base. Smith is 1 for 3. He has a triple. Stuper will pitch. Am I checking a strat? Yes, I am. There is pickoff. That is a 1. Nothing happening, and Jorgensen staying right at second. No play there. So Stuper will pitch. That's a 3-2. That's a blank. Smith gets the swing. 2-6. Ground ball to first base, and that will end the inning. No runs, a double for the Cardinals, but that's all they get. Tied at 3, going into the bottom of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic for the Reds now that we say that? Leading off for the Reds will be the catcher, Bo Diaz. Jeff Lottie. Jeff Lottie can pitch to 4 batters before tiring. So let's see what they're going to leave him in there to pitch to Diaz. But Lottie's your best reliever, so absolutely you keep him there. So Bo Diaz, and he will bat. Cardinals, though, Reds have more players to utilize on the bench. John Stuper, though, is due to bat 3rd, so he's not going to be in there. So bottom of the 9th inning, tied at 3. Lottie with the pitch. That's a 4-3, and against the righty, it's a blank. Diaz gets the swing. 5-3, star 1, ground out to second. Out number 1. Next up is Ron Oster. Oster is 1 for 3. He doubled in the 2nd. Lottie will pitch. That's a 4-4 against the switch hitter left. That's a blank. Oster will swing. That's a 1-2. Single into left field. Base hit for Oster. And the winning run is at first base. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 9th inning on RJL 518? We'll see a pinch hitter for the Reds. Stuper will leave the game, and since this is the 9th inning, I can bring up anybody I want that's on the bench, and it will be Tony Perez. Batted .328 that year. He will come up to hit against Lottie. Winning run at first base in Oster. There is 1 out. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. That is a 12. Nothing happening because Lottie has a good pickoff move. 1 out. Lottie will pitch to Perez. That's a 2-1. That is a walk chance. The 6 is good. He walks Perez. And now the winning run is in scoring position. And the batter is Eddie Milner with runners at first and second. Milner hit a home run in this game. He's 1 for 4. I'm going to check the bench. I'm going to let Milner stay in there and let him hit. Jeff Lottie will pitch to Eddie Milner. Runners at first and second. There is 1 out. Let's see what the strat rule says. That is a 16. Nothing happening. Lottie will pitch to Milner. Fans here at Riverfront want to see a big win between the Reds and the Cardinals in this big rivalry. Lottie will pitch. That's a 6-3. That's a home run with a question mark. Milner, a lefty, a 0. Not this time. It's a blank. But Milner does get to swing. It's a 1-5, star 1. It's a ground ball to second base. Milner double play rating is 1. Lottie +1 is 2. The infield, of course, is halfway. It is a 3. Shortstop for the Cardinals, Smith +1 is a 4. A 1-4, we got extra innings. It is a 5. It is not. Oster will go to third. Perez is thrown out at second. They cannot get Milner. He beats the throw. 2 outs. Oh, how big could that be? And to allow another batter to come to the plate. So that is a fielder's choice. And the batter is Pete Rose. Question is, did he bet on this game? Did Pete Rose bet on the Reds to win? If he did, okay, he's going to get a hit. If he didn't, it's going to go into extra innings. Bottom of the ninth inning, tied at 3. Infield is normal. And Jeff Lottie actually has to come out because he is tired. Because if an S1 occurs, the ball game is over, so Lottie is going to come out. The Cardinals are going to bring in a new pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Birds is going to be Ricky Horton. 3 wins, 2 losses, a save, a 2.91 ERA. Ricky Horton will pitch to Pete Rose. 2 outs. Fans here at Riverfront hoping for a big play. Double switch. No. And the reason why, if this game goes into extras, you got to keep pinch hitters available. They have more pitch. I'm not going to do a double switch here. Well, actually, are you telling me that, you know what? Okay, Bob B, I'll do a double switch. Question is who? Let me see what we got here on base. Let's see. Do we double switch? Why not? Ricky Horton will do a double switch. So Ricky Horton will come in, and who was next? He was the next batter. He was the next batter to hit. He was the first one to bat. So Mike Jorgensen, first base. Do I have another first baseman? No, I can't do Jorgensen. Can I do Pendleton? Yes. Ricky Horton is going to come in. He's going to take Terry Pendleton's spot. So Pendleton is going to come out. Taking over at third base for the Cardinals will be Ivan DeJesus, and he will be the leadoff batter if this goes any further. So we'll do the double switch. I couldn't do Jorgensen. I don't have anybody else at first. So Pendleton will come out. So let's see. So Pendleton is out. So now Horton's position will now bat 6th. And DeJesus will now bat 9th. Since I know how to do double switches. So Ricky Horton will come in to pitch to Pete Rose to see if this goes into extras. Of course, no. Remember, Clark is injured at this time. Clark is not on the roster for this game. I have nobody else that can play first. Jorgensen has to stay. Oster at third, Milner at first. Of course, all of this is meaningless if Horton makes if Rose gets a base hit or something. 2 outs. Am I rolling a strat? The answer is yes. That is a 13, nothing happening. Horton will pitch to Rose. And that is a 1-2 strikeout chance. 14 is high. Pete Rose gets the swing. Did he bet on the Reds to win or lose? It's a 6-1. It's a star 2, and it's going to be a ground ball to third. I guess he bet on him to lose. The throw's going to go to first to get Rose, and we've got extra innings. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. And it's the first time in a while we've had extras. No runs and a hit after 9, tied at 3. We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied at 3. Good ball game going on here between these two teams. The Cardinals and the Reds always hated each other. Always a good rivalry between these two. Top of the 10th, Reds need a pitcher. And the Reds are going to go ahead with left-hander John Franco. Closer, but he's going to come in there to pitch. 12 wins, 3 losses, 12 saves, 2.18 ERA. Franco will come in to pitch. Leading off for the Cardinals is going to be Ivan DeJesus. He took over at third base for Pendleton in the double switch. As the pitcher spot now bats 6th. So here we go, top of the 10th inning. Franco will pitch. That's a 2-1, and against the righty, it's a walk chance. That 5 is good. He walked DeJesus. John Franco walks the go-ahead run to first base. And that is a walk. Next batter for the Cardinals is Vince Coleman. Coleman is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. DeJesus has got good speed, so he's going to stay out there. Infield is halfway, and I am rolling a strat because Franco does have a good chance, and let's see what we got here. A 3. DeJesus got a chance to steal, but so 5 minus 1 is a 4. DeJesus has got a stolen base rating of 10. Franco minus 2 is an 8. Diaz a 0. 40% chance to steal. No, I'll let Coleman swing. I can't do a hit and run. That's not what came up on the strat roll there, Bob B. I cannot do a hit and run. The strat roll has to allow me to do that. That's what that's for. So obviously Franco has a good hold on DeJesus, not allowing the hit and run. So Franco will pitch. Halfway. Here's the pitch. 4-4. Strikeout chance. 3. Got him. And it's a good thing the hit and run wasn't on because DeJesus would have to steal. So he struck him out. He gets Coleman on a strikeout by Franco. Now the batter is Willie McGee. Infield still halfway. McGee has had a rough game. He's had 2 errors in the outfield. He's got 2 E8s today. And he is 1 for 4. Strat says a 16, nothing happening. Franco will pitch. That's a 3-6 range play. Willie McGee will bat. That's a 3-4, and that is a ball hit to center field. That is a 3 against the lefty. That is a single into center, but it is a range play. So Milner, his range is a 4. Does he take away a single? Yes, he does. Milner makes the catch out there in center field, turns a single into an out. Out number 2. Great play by Milner. And now here's Tommy Herr. 2 outs. Now the infield is normal. 17, nothing on dice. Franco will pitch. That's a 4-3. And against the righty switch, that is a blank. Herr gets the swing. That's a 3-6. Star 6, and he grounds it to short. And the inning ends. A leadoff walk does no damage. We go to the bottom of the 10th, tied at 3. Bottom of the 10th inning. Ricky Horton will pitch for the Cardinals. He can pitch to 4 more batters before being tired. But he's going to have to go after Dave Parker of the Reds. Parker's having a pretty good night. 2 for 3, a double, a single, reached on an error. Ricky Horton will pitch to Parker. Steeler fan says I'm delaying the ticker. Well, too bad. You're here for the ball game also, not just for that ticker. Horton will pitch. That's a 2-4. Strikeout chance. 19 is high. Parker gets to swing. That's a 5-2. It's a fly out to right. And that's out number 1. Next up is Nick Asaski. Asaski is 0 for 4. Horton with the pitch. 5-4. Walk chance. 14 is too high. Saski's a 12, but only 1 from Riverfront Stadium, a 13. Asaski will get to swing. That's Suadice. I'll re-roll. That is a 4-3. It's a ball hit to right field. That is a 17 against the lefty. That's just a fly out to left. Ball, a fly out to right. Way too high. Out number 2. And now a chance for Buddy Bell. Bell is 2 for 4, a triple and a single today. Horton trying to get this game to the 11th. Pitch from Horton, 6-6, chance of an error. Buddy Bell will swing 5-1 against the lefty. That's a base hit. That's an infield single to third base. The ball is hit to De Jesus. His error rating is a 0, so there's not going to be an error, but Buddy Bell is safe at first on the single. So Bell is 3 for 5 today. Another infield single by Buddy Bell. He's safe. A chance now for Dave Concepcion. Concepcion is 0 for 3, but he did reach on an error. There are 2 outs. Jesus. Give me a moment here. Buddy Bell on it first. Horton does have a pickoff move. Stratroll says it ain't nothing happening. Horton will pitch to Concepcion. And that is a 4-2. Strikeout chance 2. Swing and a miss. He got him. And we got more free baseball coming up. No runs, a hit. At the end of 10, we're still tied at 3. And no, we're not doing that stupid rule of putting a runner on second. Dumbest rule in baseball history. Because the reason why Bell's card's different colors, he played for the Texas Rangers in early 1985. He was traded to the Reds late in that season. So that's why Buddy Bell's card is written as a Texas. Inside Pitch does not have separate cards for players that were traded. So that's the reason why Bell's in a Texas uniform. But I don't even mention it because it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. So that's why he is in for the Reds. We go to the top of the 11th, tied at 3. John Franco can pitch to 2 batters before being tired. Darryl Porter leads off for the Cardinals in the top of the 11th. And although a lot of people think that might be a nitpick on Inside Pitch because they don't have traded players, there's only the Payoff pitch and Fall Classic do that, but it doesn't matter to me. I couldn't care less. That's why I didn't even mention it. Franco will pitch to Porter, and that's a 2-1. I usually will mention it if it's the first time that player is seen. That's a 2-1 against the lefty. That's an automatic out, and that will be a ground out to third on a star 3. mean, the first time I see I present the player on a new team, I'll say something about it. Here's Andy Van Slyke. Ricky Horton coming out because he is due to bat third. So Van Slyke will go up against Franco. 1 out. And that is a 2-6 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's a star 3 and a ground out to third again. 2 down. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Horton. And it is going to be Brian Harper. Batted .250. Harper will come out to pinch hit. Franco's going to pitch to him. He is now considered fatigued. We'll see if he can get him through the inning. He's due to bat third in the bottom of the 11th. Captain Carl 8 joins us here at Riverfront Stadium. Franco with the pitch. 4-5. That's a strikeout plus 10. The 20 is too high. Harper does get to swing. That's a 2-1, and he grounds it to first. A 1-2-3 inning for Franco, and that ends the inning there. Nothing for the Cardinals in the top of the 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 3. Leading off for the Reds will be Bo Diaz. Franco's going to come out as well because he was due to bat third, so that'll be it. But the Cardinals need a pitcher. And it's going to, let's see who the Cardinals want to bring out. And they're going to go with Bill Campbell. 5 wins, 3 losses, 4 saves, a 3.50 ERA. Campbell becomes the sixth pitcher for the Cardinals. He'll pitch to Diaz here, bottom of the 11th inning. Campbell will pitch. That's a 3-6. That's a range play at the park. Riverfront Stadium, 4-6. That's 4-6. That's a home run to the pull side. Diaz against a righty is an 11. That is a 2. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for it is Coleman. It's up, up, and away. Walk-off home run for Bo Diaz. And this one belongs to the Reds. No range play because that is a home run. It is out of here. Bo Diaz gets a big walk-off home run, and the Reds win the game 4-3. This one belongs to the Reds. Walk-off jack. One run on 1 hit for the Reds as Reds win the ball game over the Cardinals. On a walk-off homer by Bill Campbell, thanks to Riverfront Stadium on a 4-6. It is out of here. Bo Diaz, he gets mauled at the plate by a few of his players. Final line score coming up. And then, of course, 10-minute ticker. For the Reds, 4 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. For the Cardinals, 3 runs, 6 hits, 4 errors. They did not have a good defensive day. The winning pitcher is John Franco. He actually picks up the win, and Bill Campbell, giving up the home run, takes the hard luck loss there, and of course, no save. Big win for the Reds tonight. Don't go away. Timeout for 10-minute ticker. Stadium cheers. Yay! Soup serving was devoured by D. Campbell's soup serving was devoured by Diaz. Hopefully that homer hit Marge shot in the cough. Salvadoring his best Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Get on with it. I love you guys in the chat. You know I do, right? You guys are the best. So happy I'm part of this community now. Okay, so let's see what we got here. A 10-minute ticker. As you know, I've gone to dice, no longer cards, and I've actually found out the dice actually, believe it or not, the dice actually give me better results. Not because maybe my Mets win more games, but because the one thing about the cards I found out, when you draw a card, that die roll might not come up a second time or a third time, so I will no longer use the cards for 10-minute ticker for inside pitch. If I do 10-minute ticker for payoff pitch, I will use the cards. So the Reds come away with a 4-3 lead, a 4-3 win in 10 innings. I'll mark that. I'm sorry, 11 innings. Texas at the Chicago White Sox. And that is a 7. That's a win for the White Sox, 8-6. Boston taking on Cleveland. I know Salvador America to see if the Red Sox can do it, and that is a 8. It's a win for the Indians, 8-0. As Salvador America will say, rigged. Kansas City taking on Milwaukee. That is a 10. That's a win for the Brewers, 9-5. Toronto at Minnesota, battle of division leaders. That is a 3. Blue Jays come away with that win, 1-0. Pittsburgh at Atlanta. And that is a 9. That is a win for the Braves. They get that win, 8-4. Cubs and Houston. I know Steeler fan wants his Astros to win, and this is going to be a win, 4-6. It's a win for the Cubs, 4-0. As Steeler fan, I know will say rigged. August 29th. There were a lot of games that were not, apparently it might have been some rainouts those couple of days. Seattle taking on Baltimore. That is an 8. Orioles come away with the win, 9-1. Texas at the Chicago White Sox. That is a 6. A win for the White Sox, 7-0. Boston at Cleveland. Does Salvador America's team get a win this time? That is a 6. Yes, they do. 6-3 on the Indians. Oakland at Detroit. And that is a 7. That's a win for the Tigers, 9-3. California at the Yankees. That's a 9. That is a win for the Yankees, 8-6. Atlanta at the Cubs. That is an 8. That's a win for the Cubbies, 9-6. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. Do the Reds get another win? That is a 6. Yes, they do. 9-1 for the Reds. Philadelphia at Los Angeles. That is a 7. A win for the Dodgers, 9-4. Phillies are now beginning to have some issues. Montreal taking on the Padres. That is a 7. Padres win, 6-1. And finally, my Mets taking on the Giants. Can my Mets get another win? Yes, they do. They get a win. It's a 7, 9-8 on my Mets. Happy recaps. Happy recap today. Nice win for my Mets. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow on the Inside Pitch replay, we will have the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. I have posted the next few games into tabletop to Universal Baseball That's where I'm putting the inside pitch games. So we have the Phillies and the Dodgers tomorrow. Important game. So don't miss that one. And that should be a lot of fun to play as well. Bob's Tabletop Sports, Salvador America, Steeler fan, Tribe fan, 879, Captain Carl, Bob B, Philip Reynolds, let's see, Baseball Demos, Bears Den 007, Michael Peterson, Cody Travis. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstile. It would be appreciated. Please subscribe if you've not done so yet, or tell your friends about me. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We will see you guys tomorrow. It is the Reds on a walk-off home run by Bo Diaz in 11 innings. They beat the Cardinals 4-3. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you later.